Morning YouTube. So far I got the day off, or at least the morning off, so I'm working on the Jeep here. Back to making a transmission cross member. What I did was, there's 3 mounting points in the bottom of the frame for the skid plate, which is on the ground there that normally sits under the transmission and transfer case. Using the front and the back hole of that, and I've got some thick angle iron that I've mounted under here. You can see it under there. And I'm going to end up running some beams across. I think I'm going to run 2 across the frame and then some diagonal braces to that. That'll add some rigidity to the frame, plus make a transmission mount. So that's what I'm working on this morning, and I'm going to take some measurements and start making some marks and cutting and grinding and welding here. So back to time lapse, and we'll get this started. This is what we got so far. We've got 2 parallel beams. We're gonna have 2 little cross braces. That's gonna be moved over that way, it's just hot. And then I think I'm gonna do one, I don't know if you can see it there, I'll do it here. I think I'm gonna do one diagonal this way. Not sure if it's gonna do anything, but it'll look like it's stronger. And then I can go ahead and do my plate for the transmission there. Get that belted on, clean this up, and then I should be able to roll the chassis around, and then I can start on my firewall on the tub. I was going to clean it up so I could paint it. It's pretty rough. It's just, I don't even know, matte black spray paint. So I was gonna take off some of the things. I wasn't gonna go crazy on it. Clean it up, paint it to snakeskin green. Since I'm not running the fenders or the hood, I think it'll make it look a little cooler and give me a break from the chassis. So finishing up the transmission mount, leveling out the engine, rolling this under the tub, cutting up the old Jeep frame. I got to get the gas tank out, but I've got to get this cut up and have the scrap metal guy come by and pick it up. I'll probably pull out that 2-wheel drive XJ axle. I don't think there's a single other person in the area here that would ever want to go 2-wheel drive on a Jeep, but just in case if anyone local wants to, I'll have that. I'll sell it cheap. But again, most people would laugh about it. So that's the plan. Getting back to the transmission mount, pissing off my neighbors with the chop saw early in the morning, and just enjoying the morning. I got rid of the old frame that was under the tub. Lots of scrap for the scrap guy. Had to cut it in pieces so I could move it around and so he could pick it up. Keeping my extra Ford 8.8 here. It's 373 gear. It's open diff, but I'm gonna weld it if I need it. Here's the front part of the old YJ frame with my two-wheel drive axle. Not sure, but hopefully someone in the Houston area wants a two-wheel drive axle. I've got it here for you. Now I'm gonna roll, well actually when my son gets here and I get some help, I'm gonna roll the new chassis under the tub, set the tub down on it, make sure that my engine's not sitting up too high. Yeah, keep saying finish the crossmember brace. It's all welded up. Ugly ass welds, but it's there, it's strong. It's bolted into the frame where the old skid plate used to be. It's adjustable if I want to go with a different transmission, which I'm going to almost right away. I'll be going for L80E. Right now this is a 700R4. I have it. I have a torque converter. Can't talk. Torque converter for it. I'm just gonna burn it up. As soon as I turbo it, I'm gonna kind of run it on there until it goes. Once it goes, then I'll go ahead and do the 80E on it. But you know what the hell? You can't really sell a 700R4 for much, so I might as well use it and kind of see how long it lasts under the power. This is what she's looking like so far. Never mind the piece of metal that's just sitting on top of there. Well, this is a welcome sight. It actually fits. I lowered the tub down. Me and my son got it onto the chassis. To be 100% honest, I didn't know if it would fit or clear the engine, and if I'd have to redo anything. I measured once and cut 32 times, so. But it works, man. It works. I got clearance around. It's down. You can see I've got a nice gap all around the firewall. Transmission tunnel. Everything's there. It fits. Lines up good. Happy with it. You can kind of see the extended wheelbase there. It's moved forward 7 inches. My grill is not going all the way at the end of that frame. Where this YJ bumper is kind of laying is where the frame's going to be cut, and then the grill actually kind of goes right in front of the, basically on top of the sway bar there. That is where the grill starts. Not running fenders, not running a hood. So everything's going to be good. That leaves me quite a bit of room for exhaust. Turbo mounting, you know, over here with no fender wells or fenders. That gives me a lot of room right here. If I do log manifold, I've got room to come up through the frame rails. Everything looks good there. Should have plenty of room for radiator and intercooler. Got to cut off the old Explorer mount that's still left right there. I was trying to decide if I was going to leave that on there and run a beam parallel on the outside instead of on the inside, because originally, if you watch the other videos, I'd talked about running a parallel beam inside the frame for support. Not going to do that because I don't want to take up any room for exhaust or anything like that. So there's a tub mount right there, and you can see I don't have the bracket on there. So I thought about making an extension that either comes out here and goes that way for the tub mount, and then that will be my parallel brace for the frame, or weld some tubing straight across here and then put a plating on it, and then that be the brace. Let me see if I can get down low enough here. So again, I wanted to run parallel between the Jeep frame, which is the smaller frame there, and then about right there. Tub mount is that hole right there. What do you guys think? Suggestions? they are welcome. If you want to leave comments of how you would run the body mount there and the parallel brace, if you would tie it into here or come out and run one separately. I'm still got a fish plate right there and probably fish plate back there. So still a couple things I'm going to do before I paint the chassis. But yeah, here we go. Definitely a big step in the process here was getting the body mounted on and making sure everything fit, that the engine wasn't too high and all that. I've rambled on enough. I think we'll end the video here. Thanks for watching, guys.